Okay, so I'm going to take care of the problems you guys wanted me to do. This is number 26 on the day one sheet. Okay, if you notice, they both have the same denominator and it's subtraction. So I'm going to go ahead and combine those two together, and I get x squared. 5x minus x is plus 4x, and 4 minus 1 is 3. And then the bottom is 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. Okay, let's look at that top. The top, are there two factors of 3 that get me to 4? Yes, they'd be x plus 1 and x plus 3. All right, now I got to see if I can factor that one on the bottom. Now I'm not looking for the factors of 2. I have to do that swing method. So I'm going to do 2 times negative 3, and I get negative 6. So I'm going to look for the factors of negative 6 that get me to 5. So 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Well, negative 6 means I need one positive, one negative. So it's going to have to be negative 1 and negative 6. So it's x minus, all right, negative 1 and positive 6. I'm sorry. So it's x minus 1, x plus 6. But now I got to go divide them by 2. Okay, this swings up. So my denominator is really 2x minus 1, and this one is x plus 3. Okay, and then I have an x plus 1 on the top and an x plus 3 on the top. So now if you notice, these two cancel, and I'm left with x plus 1 over 2x minus 3. So we had to factor this, and that one I know can be a little bit of trouble. It's been a little while since we've done those, but that's how we end up factoring that one. Okay, so if I go look at the second one, or the other ones you guys asked for on the homework from last time. So I'm going to look at the first one here, and I'm going to just factor the bottom here, because I got to get a common denominator. So I get 6 over, and if I look at this, 2x is common. If I take a 2x out, I get x plus 1, plus x minus 2 over x plus 1. All right. So let's look at this. Our common denominator is actually, well, this is part of both of them. So it's going to be x plus 1 times 2x. So really, this is the common denominator of both of them. So I don't need to do anything with this side, but I got to multiply this one by 2x on the top and the bottom. So when I combine, my bottom is going to be 2x times x plus 1. And then here I'm going to get 2x squared minus 4x, then I just have the plus 6. Okay? All right. Well, if you look at that numerator, 2 is common to everything. So I'm going to factor out a 2, and I get x squared minus 2x plus 3 over 2x times x plus 1. Well, I got to look. Are there two factors of positive 3 that get me to 2? Well, if I use 1 and 3, in order to get to positive 3, they both have to be positive or both negative. If they're both negative, I add to negative 4 and not negative 2. So that top does not factor any further. So we are done factoring that one. But I want you to look, is there anything else I can get rid of now? Yeah, I can cancel out a 2 out of both of them. So what am I left with? Is x squared minus 2x plus 3 over x times x plus 1. Okay, so that's 15. All right, so now I'm going to go handle this one. Well, let's just go ahead and factor the bottoms first. So I get 2x plus 1. I get an x minus 4 here. I notice I give myself a little bit of room. 16, and this is x plus 4, x minus 4. So my common denominator is really, this is my common denominator because it has them all. So what does this need to be multiplied by? Top and bottom is x plus 4 because it needs both of those. Okay? Because that is my common denominators. It's got to have both of them. So my denominator is going to be x minus 4 times x plus 4. Now I'm going to pull all this together. So I get 2x squared. I get plus 8x plus x plus 4. And then I get the plus 16. Okay. If I pull all those together, I get 2x squared plus 9x plus 20 all over x minus 4, x plus 4. If I look at this, are there two factors? I have to look for factors of 40 that get me to 9. Well, since this is positive and this is positive, both numbers are going to have to be positive. So 1 and 40, no way. 2 and 20, that's 22. 4 and 10 gets me to 14. 5 and 8 is 13. That's all the factors. So that does not factor. So this is my final answer. Okay? All right. And then we go on to 17, our last one. Okay, I'm just going to factor this off to the side. That's x plus 1 times x minus 1. So what is our common denominator? Our LCD, our least common denominator, is x plus 1 times x minus 1. So this one already has the common denominator. This one we need to do some work on. Okay, or these two. So this one needs an x minus 1. Okay, this one needs an x plus 1. So it's plus 4 times x plus 1. And this one just stays the same, and that is a minus 5 over both of those. Okay, equals. Well, let's make it easy on ourselves and just leave it as x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay, here I get 5x squared minus 5x. Here I get plus 4x plus 4 minus 5. And that's going to simplify to be 5x squared plus x minus 1 all over x plus 1, x minus 1. So I need to look at the factors of negative 5 that get me to 1. Well, my only factors of 5 are 1 and 5, so I never get to 1. So that's as simplified as it gets. Okay? All right, so that ends it. Hope this helps. It's all about getting common denominators before you can add. Okay? I'm going to do... Yep, so that's it. Actually, I'm going to do this one up here, number 9. All right, so if I look at that, so it's division, so I'm going to flip and multiply. So this I get x, and here I get a 4x plus 1. Okay, I'm going to invert this one or flip it, so I get a 4x squared on the bottom. Now I got to figure out what this factors to. So 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. 4 and 6, negative 4, negative 6. No, doesn't get me there. 2 and 12 gets me there. So it'd be negative 2, positive 12. So that's going to be x minus 2, x plus 12. But now I need to go divide them by 8. Wow. So I get an x times 4x plus 1. I have a 4x squared on the bottom, and this is up top. Well, this is x minus 1/4, so I swing so that becomes 1 over 4. I swing it up, and I get 4x minus 1. Okay? This becomes, divide them both by 4, I get 3 over 2, so it's 2/3. It's 2x plus 3. Well, it's great I can factor it. But there's only the one thing I can simplify, and I can only get rid of an x on the top and the bottom. There's nothing I can do with the 4s or anything. So I can get rid of an x here and an x here. So my final answer on this one is really 4x plus 1 times 4x minus 1 times 2x plus 3, all simply over 4x. Okay? All right. So I hope this helps, and I will see you on Wednesday, and have a great weekend.